Hey, today I'm going to show you how to speedrun Oblivion Out of Bounds on PC. First things first, you want to be using version 1.0, and I actually have a separate video on how to downpatch from the Steam version to 1.0. So I'm not really going to explain that in this video, I'm just going to explain the speedrunning part of it. And another thing, you want to have the scroll wheel mouse clicker rebind to be able to click through text and dialogue quickly. And then you also want to have the frame rate capped to 60. And then as far as options go for gameplay, you just want to have your difficulty all the way down, kill enemies as quick as possible, and then save on all these things. This don't really matter, maybe the crosshair does, and I don't know, maybe like subtitles. And then for audio, you want footstep volume all the way up. You want to be able to listen for one specific part of the run for footsteps. And then voice affected music, I found that if you turn like effect all the way down, some people's voices or certain sound effects just don't play. It's because, I don't know, whatever. And the controls, you can have these whatever you want, whatever's comfortable. So let's get into the game. Let's get into the run here. So I'll make a new game. And then when you first start your runs, you want to open the console, type in TDT, or if your frame capping software can just put it on screen for you, then that works, as long as it's capped to 60 frames per second. And then to make your character, you just make a female high elf. They're the fastest class to pick, or the fastest race to pick, because they are 1.1 units tall, and your height is related to your speed. For some reason, it is. So the speed multiplier, it gets multiplied somewhere by your height, and 1.1 is the highest character you can have, and you can just name it anything you want. And then yes, say you want to be a high elf, and I immediately pause the game just so the message doesn't pop up before I make the start save. So make the start save, and then what you can do, just so you are able to run immediately, doesn't really matter too much. You can just press caps lock before the message pops up. So you could press caps lock and then make the save. So just delete that one. Oh, I saved over it. Okay, perfect. Alright, right there, you don't move your mouse or move anywhere at all. You just wait for this message to pop up. This is where the run starts. This is where you start the timer when you click continue. So if I had the timer up right now, I would start it, but I don't, because you can just split wherever you want, really, or just watch other people and then watch where they split, pretty much. But as soon as you click continue is when the timer starts. And what I do is on caps on. Okay, press it again just so those are smaller. So what I do when I start the runs is I hold S, so I immediately start moving backwards as soon as the run starts, because the trigger for the guy in the other cell to start talking is directly behind you, and you don't have to move very far at all. So that's what you do. And my timer start button is actually G instead of space, because you need spacebar to jump, but that's controls. You can do whatever you want with them. So here we go. Start the run. Walk backwards. Starts the trigger for the guy to start talking. And he finishes talking, or well, he doesn't finish talking at about 65 seconds, but that's when the blades get here, the guards. So while this guy's talking, you want to open up your spells menu, put heal minor wounds on 1 and flare on 2, or the other way around, whatever you like, and then just close them immediately. Just do that as fast as you can. And then these bones, you can just move them over with whatever button you have grab on. And I guess while they're talking, I'll explain spells here. So if you cast a spell, see it has a certain amount of time before you can cast again, but if you block, you can cast faster. And I think I'll use this to like pause when I need to and point and stuff. So okay, so this part, you're gonna wait until Captain Renault, the girl, says, okay, you'll see it on the dialogue. She'll either say supposed or open. Yeah, well, okay, so this cell is supposed to be off limits. So you activate his like inventory when she says supposed to or off, like between, anywhere between those works.
Supposed to be off limits.
So she said it, and you know, I'll actually go through that again. So you just wait for him to finish talking, and start with your fists out too. You don't want to like do the thing and then like pull your fists out. You just have them already out. So when you start the run, you can just do whatever until this guy finishes talking. But right when he gets finished and these guys come down, you just want to look right in front of this gate here. See between the two doors. Like anywhere else, you can't actually like look through the gate. You can't activate anything through it. But between the two doors, where this gap is, specifically like right under this box looking thing, you can activate Glenroy's inventory, and that makes him open the door sooner. So when she says either supposed to or off, he'll open the door, and then you immediately want to like walk backwards, and then she'll have another line that she'll say, and you want to fireball or punch Glenroy when she says open, but the gate's already open. Just when she says open, that's when you punch him or fireball him. So just like this. And make sure the hand is on his leg or whatever, the hand is there.
What's this prisoner doing here? This cell is supposed to...
And then you do that, open his inventory. And then she'll say, never mind, get that gate open, and then you either punch him or fireball.
Mix up with the watch.
Never.
And right there you just like, you saw that she like cut her dialogue off. Like she just stopped talking. So just kind of estimate when she says open, and then it should be fine. What he'll do is he'll like walk into you and then turn around and then stop.
Stand back, prisoner. We won't hesitate to kill you if you get in our way.
And then this is what the scroll wheel clicker's for. So he'll start talking, and then you can just press Control or whatever button you want it to be on, however you made it, and scroll up and down. It skips dialogue like that.
Please, sire, we must keep moving.
And then she's gonna open this door, and you're gonna punch Glenroy 3 times, and then you're gonna walk in front of the Emperor when he gets up there, and turn around and shoot a fireball at him. So just like this.
Better not close this one. There's no way to
1, 2, 3. Come around, fireball, and keep running. You want them to run so that they don't waste time. Running's faster than walking. And then you get down this hallway, you stand right here, and they'll come this way, and then you want Captain Renault to, okay, so to yield you block and you press E on an NPC when they're angry at you. So you want to stop her right about here.
I'll let you live this time,
and then you want to immediately come over here. There's going to be a guy that jumps off this ledge, and it's very important not to kill him too early, because if you kill him a little bit too early, then the next 3 guys that are gonna come out of the door, they will come just a second later. So you want to kill this guy after he like comes out and does that little turn that he's doing right there. That's where you want to kill him. And then these 3 guys are already out, and you just kill them. And then to save a little bit more time, you punch Glenroy 3 more times, push him down the stairs, and then after the Emperor says Captain Renault, like you just saw in the dialogue, you turn around and shoot a fireball at Boris. And then, well, I was a little bit late because I was explaining stuff, but he starts walking sooner, and then you want to punch the Emperor 5 times after he says, "How can they be waiting for us here?" So 1, oh, okay, that was 2, 3, 4, 5.
This can only lead to your death.
And then what I do is I go up here and I stand on top of this wall that's gonna fall down later, just because it's like it seems fast. You don't have to do this. You can walk over it basically, but it'll break. And there's 2 speeds the rats can go, depending on which like rat breaks down the wall. It's either the rat like right here, or the rat that's farther down the tunnel. If this one breaks the wall, it's quick. If that one breaks the wall, it's slow, because that one has to travel a lot farther. And I got the slow one. So the wall will fall down. Just walk forward to this door over here. Open the goblin's inventory, click take all. You want everything in there. And then go through the door. And try to memorize where these text boxes pop up so you can close them instantly. And you just walk. This part's a lot of walking. If there's a rat right there, you can kill it. And if there's like any rats in your way, just shoot them. Just kill them. It's not really worth the trouble to try and like jump over them, because sometimes they can like jump at the same time as you and they can stop you. But so if they're in front of you, just shoot them, especially in the tight hallways. So there's one. Message box right here, close it. And try to activate the doors from as far away as possible. And then right here there's going to be a goblin. You don't have to kill him, but I usually do just so I can go straight over here. Just like go to the right of him. That one you don't have to kill either. But the next one, sometimes he'll have a bow and arrow, and sometimes he'll have a mace. So right now he has a mace, so you don't have to kill him. But if he had a bow and arrow, you're going to do arrow duping later. And sometimes when you get shot by an arrow, it adds an arrow to your inventory. So if he has a bow and arrow, just kill him. And I always just kill him anyway, because I don't want to check if he has a bow and arrow or a mace. I just kill him. And if you have 11 arrows, it won't like ruin the duping. It'll just, the way I do it, it'll just make me have to think more. So, kill him. Because you want 10 arrows. 10 arrows is a nice number. It's easy. Not to have to remember not to pick up one of the scrolls. So you just walk up here. Alright, so you open that door, go through it. And this part, it can be a little tricky at first. So I think the best way that I can explain it is just do a lot of pausing. Just like do it the exact way I do it, I guess. Let's see if it works. So you come down here, pull out your fists kind of like in midair when you're falling, and then you want to turn around, punch him twice. Sometimes he'll get angry at you if you punch him once. It's just RNG. But punch him twice just to be sure. So there, he got mad twice. And then Boris in the back there, he can either come this way with Glenroy, or he can go back. And the guy up here, he will always follow where Boris is. So he's walking back, which means the guy up there is going to go this way. So keep that in mind. And then Glenroy is going to come after you. So when he reaches the bottom of the stairs here, or the stairs, yield to him. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Ignore the fireball. I just meant to yield to him, and I did. So now you know that Glenroy's over here, or Boris is over here. Guy up there is gonna go that way. So just get ready to shoot him, and he's dead. And then you want to kill this guy as quickly as you can. But it's very important not to hit Glenroy, because what you're doing right now is basically manipulating the NPCs, the next room and the next room after the next room, and there's like 6 of them. So basically what you want to happen is the first 3 in the first room to come to the door, and the next 3 to stay in the other room. And if you don't hit Glenroy after you kill that guy, then they'll all come through, or if you hit him too early, none of them will come through. So just want to come up here, and he's dead. So he's gonna go open that door after he says like a line of like dialogue or whatever. When he gets to the door, you want to fireball him.
Damn it, it's that prisoner again.
And then there's one guy, kill him. Two guys, and he's got the third guy.
She can help us.
So
She
right now,
must help us.
you just want
We
to
can't-
pick Steed for the speed, 20 speed bonus. And this part right here, it actually, if you saw that, it switched my spell automatically to healing. Just switch that back immediately after that part, so you can shoot him. And another thing I want to explain is, sometimes all three guys won't be there, sometimes only two. And if that's the case, then the third guy will still be down in the pit that's in that room over there. You just want to kill him right there. You don't want to chase after him. Just keep going like normal, and then when you get down there, kill him and keep running. So now what you want to do is walk behind Glenroy, and there's the Emperor. You want to shoot him,
Who now will
and he'll get angry at you because you punched him 5 times in the previous room that you saw him, and then that was his last hit to make him angry at you. So now they're running, and now while you're just leading them to this room in there, you want to run over this gap here, like on the pillar, and you want to like look down, open the chest, click take all, and keep going. And this is where you would kill the last guy if he didn't make it all the way up the stairs. You'd be like down here somewhere. You just want to run in this room. These guys are frozen in time. You can just kill them. Doesn't really matter where they're standing as long as they're not moving. And I like to stand on this brick right here, and they're gonna come down these stairs here, and you want to try to stop Glenroy right here. It's a slightly oranger skin. Stop him like right here, or like right there, like between these two bricks here. And then Boris, he'll like start talking to you immediately. So just talk and then close his dialogue when Glenroy reaches that spot. Or you can yield to Glenroy or Boris, whoever. As long as it's like not the Emperor. Either of those guys, depending on who's closest.
You may as well make
So Glenroy was standing pretty close to a spot. Yield to Boris or Glenroy, he works too. And then he walks right there. You walk up the stairs, go through the door. And if you're on that platform that I was just on, that the door was on, before Glenroy gets to that spot that I was pointing at, the door won't open. The door will be locked. And the door's locked before he stands in that spot. And him standing in that spot triggers the door to unlock. And that's why you do that. So now, Glenroy's going to go stand over there. You can push him down the stairs.
hold on.
And if you do like a bunch of little taps forward to
Let me take a look.
help you get a grip on him so you can push him down the stairs. And just push him down this little platform here.
Looks clear.
And here's where duping is. So since I already have my fists out, I just never put them away. I'm going to punch and press F2, and it'll open the menu. Close this. You want to click iron arrows twice, so 1, 2, and it'll make that noise and make this appear, so you know you did it. And then you want to drop potions. Click on it one more time and drop chameleon. And to drop stuff, you just press shift and click at the same time. So drop chameleon, and then pick them all up.
Almost through to the sewers.
Pick up all the potions and pick all but one of the scrolls. So you have 9 chameleons. And then click on chameleon and drop those and pick up all but one. So you have 8 flash bolts. And that's called a scroll dupe. This is called an arrow dupe when you do that. Scroll dupe, arrow dupe, pretty simple. So when you have the scrolls 9 and 8, you click on chameleon because it has 9, and then you drop flashbolt, and then it'll drop 2 stacks that I just picked up really quickly, and it will dupe even more scrolls. And you just keep doing this, larger numbers to smaller numbers. So larger, smaller, larger, smaller, larger, smaller, and keep doing that until you reach 144 and then 128, and then you just do one more, and then you don't open the menu again. But I just did, just to pause the game. But okay, so now you're gonna just push Glenroy a little bit this way until he reaches this corner. You're gonna turn around and punch the Emperor 3 times, and then he's gonna reach that door and say, "Damn it!" And when he says "damn it," you just punch him one more time, and then run in front of the Emperor, and then run in that room, because it makes him follow you better, makes him closer to you, so you can yield to him in a spot faster. So usually you'll hear his like sword swinging, but it's fine if you don't. He's still pretty close behind you. If you hear his sword swinging, that's perfect. That means he's like right behind you, following you, and you want to stop him in that spot right there, like between these two bricks. So you just come in here, turn around. He's a little bit in front of it, but that's fine. He'll walk to it, and they're gonna run out. And then, when they start running like that, open the menu, click on Chameleon, or okay. When they run out, hotkey those first, and then click Chameleon, and then drop the lockpicks. You're gonna need a bunch of these. And these guys are running here, just kill them. And then what I do is push the Emperor a little bit closer to that door right here that's going to open. He's going to come out and kill him. So you just want to immediately shoot him. And now you're going to pick your class. So when he crouches down like that, you talk to him and skip his dialogue. Now you get to choose your class. And the best ones to choose are Nightblade, because they have athletics and acrobatics and speed and willpower. I guess that's not useful, the speed is, but basically those are what you want. And also you can choose Scout, also has athletics, acrobatics, speed, and it has just enough of it for it to be useful. So either one of those. I'm going to choose Nightblade. Scout I think is a slightly bit faster than Nightblade by not very much. It's just like 5 points, I think, to speed. But after that, it's going to come this way. And then he gave you a key to this door. You just unlock it, go through. And come down the stairs. And here's barrel jump. So what you do for barrel jump is, let's see, when you reach this line right here on the bricks, or like about on that brick somewhere, you're gonna jump to like the rim of that barrel, and you're gonna jump again. And I'm gonna see if I can do that. And you're gonna jump on the stairs and turn around and come up. It saves like 1 second. And then when you're coming around this corner here, oops, let me get rid of this guy first. So when you're coming around that corner here, sometimes the rat can be right here, like he just was. And if he's there, you can't really jump over him, because he'll have some height to him. You'll get stuck on the top of the thing there, and you won't be able to walk through. So you have to come around and just watch for it. Just fireball the corner right there as soon as you come through, just in case. And this is the end of the sewers. So you just click finish to exit sewers. And this is where you'd split for the sewers on the loading screen. Because this is in-game time. You time this without loads, so the timer is always going to pause on the loading screens. And so try to always split on a loading screen, by the way. And after the sewer, you just want to open up the map, click on the compass, and in game time, it's faster to go to Breville to get the skooma rather than Chestnut Handy Stables. That's actually faster in real time. But since I'm going to be timing this in game time, we're going to Breville. It also doesn't count wait timers, so if you're waiting, the timer pauses. So when you first get in Breville, you want to hold W and walk a little bit this way and aim right there. Open up the wait timer and go all the way to 24. And your timer should be at 1 before you start the run at 1. But if it's not, because you've like been doing runs, just drag it from 24 to 1 and back. That's pretty much fine. But if you remember, just try to set it to 1 after every run. So wait till 2 a.m. It's the perfect time for the drug dealer to be back there, so you just walk forward, turn, there he is, and talk to him. Open up his menu, and then you want to click on the bag, the potion there, sell all of these, click on this, and buy the skooma, buy 1 bottle, because you don't have enough for 5, you just have enough for 1. That's why you get the potions, so you can sell them, and then buy a skooma. Say buy 1 bottle, press E, and then close this dialog, and then you go to the map, and you go to Wayne and Prairie. And now you're going to scroll loop again, one more time, for the skooma. So as soon as you come in, press F2, and drop the skooma once, because it won't let you duplicate it as soon as you like load in, or as soon as you buy it, or whatever. So you just have to drop it once, pick it back up, and then click on Chameleon to make like a smaller stack, because if you click on Flashbolt, that's 248, you'll be making 248 individual skoomas, which will lag the game and slow it down, so you just want a smaller pile of it, because you won't pick all of it up anyway. So drop 144 of them, pick up around 20, 24 is fine, and then you click on the big stack, 200 stack, and then drop the 20, and pick up some of that, and you'll have about 200, and then you do it again. As long as you don't pick up more skooma than you have scrolls, you'll be fine. So 210 lower than 248, I can dupe it again. You want around 400, so 429, that is perfect. And you want to set this to your hotkey and drink 4 from the hotkey for now. 4 for the hotkey for now, and then just run forward. You can drink a 5th one if you want, and then you want to make a save in front of this door. This is called load warping. I'm just setting it up now. I'll explain that when I get to the first one. So just make a save right here in front of this door, and then go in. Don't forget that, it's pretty important. Run up the stairs, talk to Joffrey, skip through his text, and then close. It's pretty important not to get talked to by Brother Piner. So when you're running down the stairs, just try not to go too fast and land on top of the door, and try not to go too slow while going up the stairs. Otherwise he'll be farther up the stairs when you come back down, and he'll talk, and it wastes time. So just avoid Brother Piner, don't let him talk to you. So after you do that, open up the map and go down to Kvatch. And this is why you want to hotkey the skooma, because as soon as you load in here, avoid that guy, he's going to run at you and talk to you. Just turn around and start running. Okay, so as soon as you load in, you're going to turn around 1, 2, 3, 4 from the hotkey. I just pressed, yeah, that was on the input display, you probably saw that. So 4 from the hotkey, you'll see 1350 if you drank 4, and then go 1, 2, 3, 4 more in the menu, and then you'll have 2550 carry weight. That means you drank the entire 8 stack. Oh, what am I doing? And if you drank 1 less than you're supposed to, the first 4, you'll see 1050. And if you drank 1 less the second time, or you drank 1 less the first time but still drank the next 4, you'll see 2250 instead of 2550. And you only go a little bit slower, it's not too big a deal. It's just ideal to have all 8. And what that does, this makes you very fast. Look at this, plus 500 speed. So when you do that, oh, actually you'll be in this menu. You'll be in this menu when you first do it, and then you drink 4, click on that menu, because it's so easy just to click on the first thing you see, and then close menu, and oh, that's another thing. Escape does not close these menus. These are like 2 different menus, so you have to hit tab to close the menu. And actually, speaking of menus, F1 opens up this menu, and then F2 opens up your your inventory. So every time you want to drink another skooma stack, you just drink 4 from the hotkey, press F2, drink 4 more. It's that simple. And then your map is F4. So you just press that whenever you want to go somewhere. And your spells are F3. But you only use that once. You only use that right in the beginning to bind your spells. So you'll be using F2 and F4 the most. And that's basically it for that. And you just want to run up this hill, see this bush and this rock, go up the rock and over this way. And then this thing is a little bit tricky to go through. It's a very important not to get stuck. Oh wow, I actually died. Okay, I'll run you through that again. I'll do it real quick for you. I didn't realize that was that high of a gap. So you load in, do this pretty quickly. So you just run up this hill, look for this bush, up that rock. Really important not to get stuck, and I just did. And the reason it's really important not to get stuck is because you're going to come up here and do the gate jumps. Oop, I didn't mean to go to the left, but so ideally you'd want to be able to jump around this gate and then the gate behind it, like without drinking skooma in between. But if you're not comfortable with doing that because you have like 1 second worth of skooma left, you can just land in the middle and then like wait the second for it to run out and then drink more and then jump again. And that's probably what I'm gonna have to do because I got a little bit stuck. And also, before doing these dangerous jumps, you want to make a quick save just in case you fail it. So quick save and then jump, land on it, drink 4 more skooma from the hotkey, 4 more from the menu, and go ahead and jump again. And just run up here. Sometimes there will be a gate thing that pops up if you're a little bit slow. Sometimes it'll pop up and then come back down. And if it pops up, it doesn't cover this area up here. So if this were up, you would just go around it like that. But if not, just go straight through it. You come through the door here, and come to the left through this door, and the right, and up this little ramp. Activate this door, and you want to press like shift when going through this door, just so you can line up with the middle opening here, because you'll be going way too fast to be able to do that. I actually ran out of skooma. But as soon as it's like wide enough for you to go through, you're going to come this way, open that door, go up here, go through that door, go this way up this ramp, and this part is the first skooma jump that you'll be doing. So you come through this door and just don't move, make a quick save immediately, because this part can it can mess up your runs, kind of. But if you had practice, it should be fine. So don't move, quick save, and then okay. So after you do that, you just take a step out and press D and the space bar and move the mouse to the right all at the same time. Just practice doing that. It'll work about here all the way to there. You don't want to touch these things because they'll let's see. Obviously they'll slow you down. They'll make you fall all the way to the bottom. And if that way doesn't really, see, I just touched the thing twice. If it doesn't really if it doesn't work for you, or it's too tricky, maybe too afraid of doing it, another way to do it is you just walk out like this, about right here or right here somewhere, and you look at it and jump. But I didn't get it because I don't do that very often. Yeah, there we go. The problem with that way though, the reason I don't like it is because a lot of times you go too high like this, and it'll waste 2 seconds going from bridge to bridge. So I like doing it like that, because you'll be right on the door as soon as you land on the bridge. You can just go right through. So 2 ways to do that. You come up here, go through this teleporter. Careful, sometimes this scamp can be right here on the bridge, and maybe like you push into him and then you like fall off for some reason. That'll kill your run. So just be careful of that. If he's there, just, I don't know, slow down or something, or kill him. And you want to come up to this door. It'll be locked, or yeah, locked. And you never want to lockpick stuff manually. You just click auto attempt and use the scroll wheel clicker to do that. You go through the door and immediately save. It's another load warp. And you want to run up here. And then this little thing right here, you can skooma jump straight up in the air and grab the sigil stone. That's another skooma jump you'll do. But if you don't make it or you're not comfortable doing it, you just go up the stairs and go this way. Go up the ramp and then grab it, or go up the ramp to here and then jump across. So I'll try the skooma jump, and that's what it looks like when you get it. Otherwise I would have just ran up the stairs. And when you grab the sigil stone, you want to try to get to the bottom of this as fast as possible without dying from fall damage, because being down here like skips part of the whatever thing it does. It skips the, I'm not sure, the tower falling apart or whatever. It just puts you right in a loading screen. And you want to hold S coming out of that loading screen and click continue, and then quickly turn around and then talk to Civilian Mattias, tell him I'm ready to go, and run to this door, put your fists out. That's important for being able to shoot spells quickly. So there's scamps, there's like 5 scamps, or like 6 of them or something, or 5. So there's one right here, one back here, here, and in the house, and a Daedra on top. So the fastest way to do this, assuming you don't miss any of them, you just need a little bit of practice if you miss them. And I don't know why I shot that fireball. So yeah, they move around and stuff, just careful of that. And there's the Daedra that comes down. Let's see, can I try that again? I will try that again. And it's hard to like explain stuff while I'm doing it. I'd do it like before or after or something. So yeah, come down there, loading screen. So come over here, talk to him.
Close.
I'll try to do it in full speed for you. So fists out. Continue. Shoot this guy. And then he's kind of hard to hit because he's behind the wall, but he actually jumped down. Nice. That makes him easier to hit. So once you kill all these guys, you want to run and chase this guy with the headband on. Talk to him, he'll do that laugh, and then you want to run for the church. But if the Daedra isn't like down yet, I always just run up and kill him. Seems to be the fastest when he's not all the way down. He'll usually be like on the ramp, which is easiest to shoot him. And you just come to the church, and you come find, whoops, don't kill anyone. You come find Martin, he's right there, just get him, talk to him. And run for the door, open the map, come to Grateful Pass Stables. Drink an 8 stack, and you just want to follow this path. It helps to look at the compass. It's one little line to the left of west, and you'll look for all these rocks and trees that are like landmarks. Just remember to look for. Sometimes you'll take damage from these falls, but that's fine. Hit the top of this rock so you don't take too much fall damage, and jump over this. And when you get to this part, run on this side of the stairs and like try to hit the middle of this, because if you go this way, you'll go to the top, and then you'll be on the ground where that is, on like behind the stairs. And then the root is actually just a little bit too tall to climb over, but when you're on the stairs, it makes it super easy to climb over. Well, like this part of the root of the tree is still on the stairs, and this one is not. So you want to climb over, go through the door. This is Miss Carcand. We're going to be grabbing the Great Welkin Stone for the quest later. So just run through and be really careful of these stairs and lamps. You don't want to just run straight down the stairs and hit the lamp, because these are actually like slanted at an angle, and they will just shoot you straight to the ground, and you will take so much fall damage and you'll die. So you want to like go around a couple of them. There's a couple reasons why you want to hit one at like not full speed though. Just keep that in mind. So you run down here, you run through this, go up the stairs, hit the button, turn around, make a quick save right here, and you're gonna find this campfire here, and you just hit this log and you skooma jump up there, and it's really easy to go too high on this jump, and I'll probably do it. I do it more often than not. So one way to like save yourself from fall damage, or just get down to the ground quicker, is to land on the lamp and then immediately like fall off the lamp. Because if you go too high and you like touch it, it'll think you're on the ground again, and then you move off the lamp and you'll start like falling again instead of ascending. Maybe I'll show you how to do it instead of just explaining it. So right there, I didn't go high enough to land on top of it. I actually hit the bottom part and it just shot me down the ground, and that's pretty much perfect. That's what you want. But if you're high enough to land right on the lamp as soon as you get there, while you're like still ascending, you want to hit the side and then just like go backwards and fall. And if you go really high, like up here, land on the lamp so that you don't take fall damage. That's the best thing you can do in that situation. You run through, open the door. Be another staircase right here. Go around that lamp. Still took fall damage. Open the door. Oops. And you can heal up anytime you want. If you're low on health, just heal. You wanna, well, okay. Just come down there, hit that button. Actually, let's see, can I? Okay, here's a quick save, okay. Oh yeah, you went way too high, land on the lamp, come down like that. Explains that. So when you come down this way, and you like turn right here, you can actually just walk over this. You don't have to go all the way out, and you don't have to jump. You can just run over it. And then you want to come in here, hit this button, and just come this way. Try not to run into any of these guys here. And then this staircase here, you can just like run straight into and fall down as long as you have enough health. And I have plenty of health, so I can probably do that. If you're low on health, you should probably like heal before doing this, or just like there's like a little turn you can do. Let's see, can I do that again? Let's pretend I just do that again. Okay. There's Martin, by the way. So you're running and you don't want to take damage, so you just stop and then fall, so you don't touch the side and you won't take damage. So you want to grab the Great Welkin Stone, make a quick save, and here is the load warp. So basically, after you grab the Welkin Stone, you quick save, and then you want to load back to the save you made in front of Wind and Priory. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to go through the door to Wind and Priory with the Great Welkin Stone in, and all the quests advanced to the next whatever, the next quest. So what you do, you quick save load the old save that you want to go to, and you just press escape and activate the door at the same time, just like this. you'll hear the door open, and the menu will pop up. And while the menu is still up, click load, and load the quick save. And for this part right here, you're always going to be looking like southeast because of where the Great Welcome Stone is. Which means when you come in Wayne and Priory after the load warp, you'll be facing this wall. So as soon as you come in, as soon as after that loading screen, you just hold left and go up the stairs, and then forward and through. Double tap that chest, open and close the menu of the chest, and then leave. That updates the quest, so that Martin will say, "Oh, they took the amulet" or whatever. And then you want to actually need more skooma. You want to run over to that church, and don't spend too much time out here, or this guy will start talking to you.
Hell?
Oh, and he did. Oh my God, get him out of here. Okay, so he just talked. That's why you just want to start running immediately. So go to the church, have your fists out, and there usually be a text box that you click on right here, but I was too slow. So just shoot 3 fireballs at this guy. It can be a little bit tricky to hit sometimes. That guy will come in. Oh, this guy will come in too. Usually doesn't. There's usually only 3. And then Joffrey will walk right here and then start talking. And if you do this fast, you'll come in, the text box pop up, you kill the first guy, and you kill this one, and then Joffrey will probably still be standing somewhere around here. He'll walk to a spot, and then within that time, one of those guys that just came in through the door will like come in right as Joffrey's about to start talking. So you want to, like, when you kill those 2 guys, just turn around, look at the door, wait for him to come in, then shoot him, and then Joffrey will talk. And make sure that you don't talk to Joffrey, make sure he talks to you. Otherwise, you'll have to go out of the church and then back in and then back out, because you want him to be outside. If he's not outside, it's going to waste time. So, oh wow. So Joffrey's outside, and then... Oh wow. That probably messed with stuff. Okay. Let's see, can I do this a little bit faster? Yeah, I can. Okay, I'll show you how to do this in full speed then. If I could just do that right. It's pretty easy, but I still mess it up sometimes. And don't load the autosave, load the quick save. That can happen. Okay, I didn't try to drink any potions, but whatever. Just do that. And then run to the church. I actually do need more skooma, but... So there's the text box. Kill these guys. And if you get hit by an enemy, sometimes they'll stun lock you, and that's really annoying. So just try to keep your distance so you don't get stun locked. It'll waste time. So he's dead. Now go kill this lady. And Joffrey will... That was quick. He'll walk to a spot, and then while he's doing that, that guy will come through. So you just want to wait for him to kill him. And he came through pretty quickly. And when you leave... there's another one of the Mythic Dawn guys right here, and one right there. You want to run and kill this one first, because she'll run away, and she'll go to the whoever's over here, and then that'll waste time. You'll try to go and kill her, and then you have to wait for the guy to run through the tunnel or whatever, and you'll miss her a lot because she's really quick. So after you kill her, turn around. That guy will come through. He'll come right for you, and he's dead. And you want to fast travel to Cloud River Temple. And remember that if you're out of skooma, you can't fast travel because you're over encumbered. So yeah, right there, over encumbered. So if it's not letting you fast travel, you probably just need to drink more skooma, or there's enemies nearby. 2 main causes of not being able to fast travel right there. So basically, you want to come to Cloud River Temple because there's a little cutscene or whatever here and you just want to open the door and immediately leave, just so that cutscene plays while you're doing other things. So right now, you're going to get a Daedric item for a later quest, just like you did with the Great Welkin Stone. So you come to Imperial City Waterfront, and drink an 8-stack of skooma. Come through here. Just follow the compass southwest until you see that Team Fortress 2 logo down there. And right here, there are 2 mages. There can either be 2 scamps, 2 mages, or 1 scamp and 1 mage. And usually, if there's 2 mages, when you get over here and do whatever, fast travel away. But enemies block your fast travel, and these mages make it more likely that you're not going to be able to fast travel. So if there's 2, just kill 1 or kill both if you can. You want to get to the door as fast as possible though, so if you can only kill 1, that's probably fine. And if there's a scamp and a mage, don't worry about it. If there's 2 scamps, don't worry about it. So run down the stairs without dying. Jump over this trap here. I think my first run I fell for that trap. It's pretty annoying. And you want to come this way, go through the door, and you want to have your fists out before you reach this like crack in the floor here. You want to turn and like go down, and there's Umbra. She can be in a lot of places. She can be behind this pillar or that pillar. She can be over here, over there. She can be like back here. You just want to find Umbra as fast as possible, and you want to start shooting fireballs as soon as possible. She dies in 4 hits, so let me just drink the scuba first. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Grab the sword, and then you want to quick save immediately after grabbing the sword. And then here's another load warp. You want to load back to the save you made when you first came here. And I'll load the quick save. And this part can crash sometimes, just be careful of that. And oh wow, it actually did crash, good. Proof that it crashes. Well, okay, start the game back up. Timer should pause if it crashes. And the thing with OBS, you gotta let it go on the main menu for a little bit before it pops up. There it is. So you just load that save that you're just trying to load warp from. So you have the sword, you have the quick save. Doing the load warp, you load it. There it goes. And you turn around, open the door, and make sure you don't open doors too quickly. Like if you know you're going to be facing a door after a loading screen, it's important not to spam E or activate or whatever button it is, because if you open that door too early, like before the loading screen goes away, it will like crash the game. So make sure you don't do that. Just wait for the black fade out thing to appear before you open the door. So start running this way. Start running 1 line right of west, where that statue symbol is. And let's get the Daedric item. So you want to talk to the Khajiit.
You approach.
Shrine of Clavicus Vial. Clavicus Vial. And say what kind of business, and close it as fast as possible. And then to speed it up a little bit, or if there's like enemies nearby or whatever the game thinks, you want to quick save and quick load, like real quick like that, and it should make the message box, yeah, it should make that pop up a little bit sooner. It usually does that, and if there's enemies nearby, they usually go away. So you just want to talk to the dog part of the statue, because it has no dialogue. You can just click yes and click continue. If you click no, the run dies, so don't click no. Excuse me. So after that, you want to go to Cloud Road Temple, and I'm actually over encumbered, so drink a skooma. Cloud Road Temple. Drink a full 8 stack. And you want to run up to Martin.
Not much.
He has 2 things to say.
Don't worry.
And then
You have
talk to
proven-
Joffrey. Say yes.
You're right.
Say Amulet of Kings. Just one time. Just say Amulet of Kings once and then close.
Give my
Quick
warm
save and
regards
then
to Boris.
run to this door. And you're gonna make another load warp save in front of this door. So save, and then that quick save made in front of Joffrey is just so I can load it and I'm out. You don't have to go back to the door. And then after that you want to go to Elven Gardens District, where the quest marker is. Drink an 8 stack. It's fine if you have a 7 stack, doesn't really matter too much because you don't run very much here. So this part, you're gonna run forward, and you're gonna like turn and face this way, and shoot the fireball at him while you're like running backwards. Let's see. So shoot the fireball, and I missed him, but so shoot the fireball while you're back here. You don't have to crouch to be hidden as long as they can't see you. And if you're standing, it's very important that you don't move until the text box pops up. Otherwise they will detect you and they will accuse you of killing him. So don't move. This box pops up, click it, and then you can run for the body. And take the book, close menu,
Good work.
talk to Boris here, and then run for the door. Go to Arcane University. And this part you want to drink 5 skooma, and jump, and open the door. And then after that loading screen closes, I hold like I hold W and D just so I go like this direction, and then I press T like really quickly, like kind of like that, but with one hand. You can't really tell that I'm using 2 hands for that, but when I do it as quickly as I do that. So just W, D, T to run right in front of this bench. And you want to wait until 7 a.m. or, well, actually, okay. If it's like a low number, like 05, you want to wait till 8 a.m. And if it's high, like 50, you want to wait till 7 a.m. because you want it to be 8:30 when you get out of here. So there she is, walking to the bench. You want to talk to her before she gets to the bench, and wow, it's right on the edge. But hopefully before she gets to the bench, so you can talk to her immediately. Because while she's doing like the sitting down animation, you can't talk to her. So you just talk to her about Mythic Dawn and turn around, drink a little bit of skooma, and you make a quick save, or make a hard save right in front of that door before you go out. And then immediately open the map, go to Market District, and don't click no. And 8 stack. Run to the bookstore and hold W and D so you like come right in front of them.
I'm Finty.
And talk to him about that.
Good.
And then leave. And then you want to wait for just 1 hour. And then you want to drink 1 skooma, turn around, open the door, go back through, and there's Gwyneth. And the reason you drink 1 skooma is because after you warp here, you want to be able to warp, first of all, fast travel. If you drink more than 1 skooma, you'll have like either a 4 stack or however many you drank when you come through, as opposed to when you just drink 1, you won't have any, which is fine because you don't have to remember how much you had. So now you can just drink a full 8 stack as soon as you load in.
What is it, citizen?
And there's actually 2 ways to do this part, so I'll just make an extra save right here. I'll show you the first way. The first way is to just go through the sewers and turn this crank and just keep going through the sewers. Just follow where I go. And we're doing this so that you don't have to like follow Boris all the way through the sewer, because that's obviously really slow. You just want to run to the end of the sewer, and then we're gonna wait, and then he's gonna be there, and it's like we never had to wait for him or follow him. So this hallway right here, you do this little turn here, and there's this little what do you call that, step. There's a little step there, and you can do a skooma jump there to get up on top of this bridge, and that saves like 2 seconds. And there it is. So you just keep running this way, open that door. But if you don't get it, you just run over here, go up the stairs, and then go across the bridge. And keep going this way. And jump up here, go to this door. And because we just ran through a sewer full of enemies, you want to quick save and quick load to get rid of the enemies. They now don't know that you're there. They forgot all about you. And now you can use the wait timer. So you just wait 2 hours. And then there's Boris. So talk to him about that.
Follow.
Go through. And this is pretty important.
All right.
Make sure that you only click the top dialogue option. You don't want him to go in there and meet the sponsor. You want to meet the sponsor yourself. So always the top options. And then I'll show you the other way to do this before I go in there and actually talk to the sponsor. So the other way to do this, go through the sewer, is well, actually not go through the sewer. Only one way is going through the sewer. The other way is to turn this crank and turn around, and then go back up the ladder there, do the little skooma jump and exit. You're going to come back out and go this way. And wow, there's actually no one here. So this guy has a shortcut to the sewer where the table is in his basement. And as long as no one's looking, you can just go right through. Close. And a lot of times there's a guard walking just like right there. If you crouch, or if you just run up and crouch right in this corner, he'll be like right there and he won't see you, so you'll be fine. Sometimes there's an Argonian on the other side. Sometimes he can stop you. Just don't get caught going through the store, otherwise it will just kill the run. Unless you want to go to jail or something, I don't know. So you just lockpick it. Just make sure the sneak icon is like not saying that you're being detected. Normally I'd have full skooma coming through here, but I didn't drink full skooma, so. And this door's easy. Just put it up like that, really quickly. Down the stairs, and this thing can be hard to activate sometimes because it's like so small and it's got a weird hitbox. It's gotta be as quick as you can. And here is the same area. And because this time you didn't go through a tunnel full of enemies, you don't have to quick save and quick load. You can just immediately use the wait timer. So just wait 2 hours or 1. Comes Boris. It's just whenever that the little thing that you can click and drag, when that just jumps down to the 1 hour mark, that's when you close it. And you can just close it by pressing the wait button again instead of clicking close. So talk to him, turn around, go through the door. He'll be right here.
All right. I think.
And then all of the first dialogue option. You want to run and sit in the chair. And this part, it's kind of important to have your footstep volume all the way up, and to wear headphones or something, so that you can hear the guy walking. So I hear him walking, and as soon as you hear him walking, just get out of the chair. And then when he opens the gate, you want to kill him. And it's really important not to kill him before he opens the gate, otherwise you won't be able to grab the book. And you want the book. So open, kill, grab the book, click continue. Here's another Lord Warp. You make a quick save after you grab the book. And you want to go to the one you made in the Archmage's lobby. Q and E at the same time, activate menu at the same time. You'll load the quick save you just made. And then this is what load warping does if you like go inside to outside. You can't really see anything. Everything is just like the color of the sky or whatever. That doesn't matter as long as you're just standing on this circle or wherever the guard just walked, whatever's safe to walk on, because you're not going to really be going anywhere. You just open the menu and immediately go to Imperial City Palace. Drink a 5 stack, and this shrine here will usually be red, like this will all be red, but it's not the right time right now. It's actually 11:44 a.m. and the right time is 11:48 and 12:30. So if I just wait like 4 seconds, it should pop up. Usually it'll be like that right when you get here. If you do everything like quick enough, or you don't do anything weird with the wait timer, it'll be like that. So you activate it and you get the quest, and then you go to Blackwaterside Stables, because now we're gonna go get the Mysterium Xarxes. Drink a full 8 stack, and just follow where I go. You just go like 2 notches left of north, pretty much. 2 little lines. Follow the quest marker. And you're running on a skooma right about here. And sometimes you get stuck on that. Just go around it if you do. This part, as soon as you come in that door, go forward and left, so W and A, and you'll run on this side of the wall, so like that, and then turn. This might be in front of you if you go too far, like this way, so just go around it and then shoot a fireball, all as fast as you can, but obviously not too fast, otherwise you won't have much control. So shoot a fireball, run up, grab the key, click open the door, run through, go right, open the door, go left to that door, and this part, you just want to run forward until you reach the part that's like coming up off the floor here. Not this little rock, but like overall, it's just you see it rising up like a bump. You wanna, whoop, oh wow. So you wanna like stop and then go.
Looks like we've got a thief.
You just want to stop just for a second. Otherwise, if you keep running, you won't make it to the book. You'll just take a lot of fall damage. So after you grab the book, it's really important that you run to the door that I just went through before load warping out of here. Otherwise, Mankar Cameron will not show up in Paradise, and you want him to be there in Paradise. So you run through the door to make the text box pop up. That's what you want. It updates the quest. So after you go through the door, quick save, and load Cloud Ruler Temple. Do the load warp. Load the quick save. And if time is right, Martin will be in this room. You just go talk to him. And he's done talking. And then come out this door. And Joffrey will hopefully be like right here. If he's going this way, going to that door, you gotta catch him quick. If he's coming out, that's perfect. But sometimes he's over here. Oh, he's way over there, which isn't. It's not too bad. You just have to walk a little bit further, waste some time. But after you say spies, and then close his menu, I'm gonna go to Bruma East Gate, and I'm over encumbered. So go to Bruma East Gate. And you immediately wait until 7 a.m. And if it's actually like 6:59, you can wait till 6:59 a.m. It doesn't really matter, as long as it's not like 6:40 or like 6:50 right on the dot. It's like if it's a high 59. So 7 a.m. there it is. Drink an 8 stack. run up to the church and save in front of the door. This is for later. It's a load warp. And pull out your fists and open the door. It doesn't matter if you're sneaking as long as it's 7 a.m. because of the schedule of the NPCs. They won't be there. They won't see you. And then you want to turn as soon as you come in. Shoot a fireball and kill her. Ooh, there's a guard. They're not actually here to kill me though. They're actually here to kill them. So you kill her, and then you shoot a fireball at her. She'll either be like over here somewhere. So shoot a fireball, and then punch her. She'll be dead. Open her menu, grab the key. You get a bunch of text boxes. You just want to get to that trap door as quick as possible, and then take the scroll there. Quick save again, and back to Cloud River Temple. And load warp again. That's another load warp. And then as soon as you load in, you want to wait till 10:53. You want to wait till 11 pretty much. So if it's 7:30, it'd probably be best to wait till like 11:30. But since it was 7:50, it's probably best to wait till 10:50 because it's closer to 11. If it's like 11:59, then like Joffrey will actually be out in this room. You want him to be in the main room, and here he is. So you talk to him.
I will send word to the
Talk to Martin now. So after spies, it goes Joffrey, Martin, Joffrey, and then you leave. And now we're gonna go do Bird. So you drink an 8-stack immediately. Come talk to Bird.
Thanks for coming.
And click Let's Go. And this is a little bit different kind of load warp. This load warp is just used to shut down the gate instantly. So as soon as you load in, come to the plane of Oblivion, you make a quick save, and then immediately load the save you made in the last Oblivion gate. So you'll be in this room, turn around, open the door, and this is where you want to do the load warp, like into the last room of the Oblivion portal. So, and sometimes these doors can be a little bit trolly. Sometimes you'll go through and then the menu will pop up. If that happens, just like go back through, try it again, or just reload the save. But after you do that, you just click on this, and since the door is locked in the tower that's in this Oblivion gate, you'll have to pick the lock. So pick the lock. They actually all use the same cell for the last room. That's why this works. And then you close the gate.
So far,
and there's Captain Bird. Just talk to him. Quick save. And then load Cloud River Temple. Load warp one more time. And this time you don't have to wait at all. Just go straight through. And this time you want to talk to Martin. Martin first. And then Joffrey.
Keep work.
And then when you're talking to Joffrey, make sure you say Armor of Tiber Septim. And now we're going to go to Sanctor. Sanctor can be a little bit tricky sometimes. Just takes practice, that's it. But the path to get there. So you go to Coral North Gate, so you spawn on the inside of Coral, so you just turn around, go through. It's pretty quick. And then you drink a full 8-stack. And you just want to run. Let's see. So you see this rock here. You want to run to the right of this rock, and then you'll see like this little gap between these two rocks. You want to run on this piece of grass. Run in front of this cave or whatever there, and this little gap here. You can jump that. Oh wow, I actually didn't jump, but whatever. And then you'll see this little thing all the way down there. You won't take fall damage, or you won't take too much at least. So you just come down here. Actually didn't take that much fall damage at all, took none. You want to run up between these two rocks and then turn, and then you see this big mountain up here. You run towards it and you run behind this rock here and then turn. You see the whole mountain here. This is Sankator up there. So you run over here. And then this part, getting the skooma jump off this like pillar here can be a little bit tricky sometimes, so don't worry about it if you don't get it. It's not easy. Yep, didn't get it. So you just run around the walls instead of going over them. And if you go over them, you'll take a little bit of fall damage too, but you shouldn't die from it. So you just run up, click continue, go through the door. And you'll run down these tunnels here. You won't take fall damage for hitting the ceiling and it shooting you down, because these are really like low ceilings, really skinny tunnels, I guess. They won't hurt you at all. And you want to activate those levers as soon as possible so the gate starts going up sooner. So this part, you want to find this skeleton as soon as possible. So as soon as you turn, you want to look over here for the skeleton. And if you don't see him, he'll probably be like right here. Sometimes he can be like right in front of your face. Like, let's see, there's like 4 or 5 spots he can be. He can be here, here, there, or like right there. And looks like he walked over to this fire thing a little bit. So kill him, and then run through. Save in front of this door before going through. That one's easy to forget. And just run to the left and through this door. And just wait for the gate to go up before you go through. And then this guy, don't run into this pile of rocks here, because you want to be next to him as soon as he dies. What you want to do is just run up, shoot a fireball. I missed. Run up, shoot a fireball, and he dies. Grab the key, open the door, and there you go. It's the fastest way to do that. If you mess it up, no big deal. Just grab the key, go through. And then this guy right here, kill him. Just follow the same path I did to this room. And it's really important to let the text box pop up before you go anywhere. So let this box pop up. Just stand there, do nothing. And actually, look at this pillar when you make the quick save. So after that text box pops up, you're going to quick save. And look at that pillar when you quick save, so that when you load warp with the save you made in front of the door, you can just hold forward. You won't go like through any walls, you won't hit any walls, you won't get stuck. Just go forward. That's why you look at the pillar, because it saves the direction you're looking in. And the last couple guys here, this guy can either be in the jail cell, like he is right now, or he can be walking around out here somewhere. If he's walking around, that's faster. But if he's in the jail cell, it's actually coming out, but if he's in the jail cell and you can't see him, you just come over like that in front of this thing and you just kill him like that and go around. Only loses a little bit of time. But whatever you do, don't jump down there to kill him, because that will take even longer. If he's in the cell, go over there, kill him. If he's not, just stand on top of that and kill him. So after that, you want to run over here. Last guy is over here. And he's standing. He'll be standing like somewhere over here or there. It's not really too many places he can be. Shoot him and run back. Full stack skooma again. And you want to jump to this door. Immediately quick save and quick load, because you just got done running through a tunnel full of ghosts and skeletons. And then after you quick save, quick load, you want to wait for like 5 hours. 4 or 5 should work. So let's see, is this 4, 5? and then wait for this guy to stand in his little spot and do this little crouch thing that he's doing with a sword. And drink a 5-stack or 4-stack, whatever, however many times you press the button. And then you should be able to run straight through, kind of like that. If you don't like wait for him to stand in this spot and you just run through and just try to push up against the invisible wall, you'll just die. So you wait a little bit so that you can just run straight through. And then it's a little bit faster, I think, too, to let him stand before the text box pops up when you run through the tunnel. So you grab it, make a quick save. I'm gonna go back to Cloud Ruler Temple. And you're not gonna wait this time either. You're just gonna go through the door, talk to Martin, talk to him about Armor Type Receptum, and then he'll get done talking and you run out. You want to go to Castle Bruma. Drink a full stack of skooma. Run to the door. Just keep running straight. If this guy is in the way, just run this way a little bit and then turn, talk to her. And if he's not there, you can just run straight up to her. So after you get done talking to her, quick save. And then load the save you made at the church earlier. Wow, I messed that up. Okay, turn back around, do it again. Do a load warp. Load the quick save you made inside the castle. And you want to wait just 1 hour. If you wait 2 hours, she'll be back there. And you'll have to run all the way back there to talk to her. But if you wait 1 hour, she'll either be she'll be right here, here, or here. Make sure you don't talk to either of these two guys, just talk to her.
I will call.
And click let the battle begin. And go out. And if you're low on skooma, or if you have a lot of skooma, you'll probably be over encumbered. So before you fast travel to Wildlife Stables, make sure you're not over encumbered so that you can fast travel. So after you fast travel, just wait 5 hours. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Close that. And then you're gonna drink a full 8-stack. I'm running out of skooma. I have a lot less skooma than I normally have because I'm taking more time. I'm using more skooma. So you want to run down the hill, and I don't know, this can be a little bit tricky because you like fly up in the air like that. You want to try to stay on the hill as much as possible, but if you like fly off, don't keep going, otherwise you'll take a lot of fall damage. You just want to like go back a little bit or something, anything to stop your fall damage. And unless you're really low on skooma like I am, you wouldn't normally dupe again, but I'm gonna dupe the skooma again, so just so I have more. That should be plenty. So if you are low on skooma, you can just drink like 2 at a time instead of like 4 or 8 at Great Gate, because you don't really need to move too fast, because all the gates are just going to be right there, and right there. So the fastest way to kill these guys is, except for those guys, the fastest way to kill the scamps is to fireball them and punch at the same time. So you just fireball and spam whatever button you have to punch. So let's do both at once. Oh, actually there's 2 waves of guys that come out of here. So the first 3 and the second 3. Take a little bit. There they are. Kill them. Wait for that one to pop up. Oh wow. Okay, so if you drink skooma and shoot a fireball at the same time, sometimes it won't shoot the fireball. I don't know why that happens. That's just weird. It just does that, I guess.
A little closer.
This part takes quite a while. It's like 3 minutes or something. But as long as it takes, just don't fireball Martin at all. Otherwise he'll die and you'll have to restart, and it'll take longer. And it's really important not to let him die either. That's why you want to kill the enemies kind of quickly. So if Martin is like near an enemy or something, and you're gonna go to fireball it, and he like jumps in front of it, just try to like look down or something, move the fireball away from Martin, or just don't kill him. Just don't shoot the fireball. And when you hear that like crackling noise that just made it, that means the Great Gate's coming out. So just run over to it with your fists out. This box will pop up, go through. Quick save, just like we did at the other gate. It's going to be the exact same process. So you go to the save you made the first one, go out, load warp. Oop. There's an example of it popping up after you go through the door, which is not what you want. So you do it again. Sometimes it won't make the sound if you go back through. So I'm going to just see if this works. As long as you press escape and E at the same time and you hear the noise, it's probably going to work. And if you don't hear it and it's the first time, then it probably didn't work. But if it's the second try, then it might have worked. You just kind of have to guess. And if you don't want to guess, just load the save again. It'll take a little bit more time. But that's how those trolley doors work. Just lockpick the door. And then you'll be out of the Great Gate. And you want to kill these guys as fast as possible. And they take like 3 hits each, 2, 4, I don't know. Just depends on what they're wearing. Up, see these NPCs, they run in front of you, so just be careful where they're at. Just try not to hit them. Just try to kill these guys as fast as possible without hitting NPCs. And after you kill them all, the music will change, and then you're gonna run for Martin. You're gonna find Martin. He's actually running away from me. Oh, okay. Well, I guess they found a new enemy. So the music will change, and then you want to find Martin, talk to him, quick save, and you want to go back to Cloud Road Temple. Load warp. And you want to open the wait timer immediately and just wait for Martin to get back up here. Drink some skooma, go through the door, talk to Martin, tell him you do want to go to the portal to paradise, and then wait 1 hour. So he stands right there. And then when you see this like white ball up here of fire, just drink 4 from the hotkey and then menu before you go through the portal. Saves time to do it before instead of after. And what can happen as you're running up this hill is a text box will appear, and if the text box appears, it means that the Daedra will be standing out in front of the bridge behind that tree there, and then you can just fireball them and kill them and take the gauntlets. Otherwise, if it doesn't pop up anytime between entering and getting to the bridge, and you enter and it still hasn't popped up, that means he'll be at the end of the tunnel. So looks like it's not gonna pop up. Maybe it'll pop up on the bridge, so just be ready for it. Have the fists out. Yeah, it didn't pop up. Okay, so since it popped up now after I went through, just put the fist back away. Keep running through. Try to avoid like the rocks and stuff and the enemies in the way. You don't want to get blocked by them. Sometimes they're in tight hallways and they can really block you, so just kill them if they're in the way like that. So the Daedra I was just talking about is right here at the end of the tunnel. You want to shoot him before he talks to you. You don't even want to talk to him, you just want to kill him. And take these bands. It's very important to put these bands on before you get to the next door there. Otherwise it won't let you through. So make sure you put the bands on. Make a quick save after that text box. Just so you don't fall in the lava, or like if you do, you can load back.
Look now upon my paradise.
So this gap right here, just like stand right here for a second and then run over. And then it's really important not to let this guy talk to you. It's really important not to let that guy talk to you, because the run will be over if he does. Because what's supposed to happen here is you go in there and then he does a little cutscene or whatever.
Behold the savage god, where my disciples are tempered for a
So
higher
if you just kill him, you can just skip
to
that.
rule over Tamriel Reborn.
And if you kill him, this gate will come up and you can just run right through and skip the whole thing. Skip the whole cutscene.
If you are truly the hero of destiny, as I hope, the
In this part,
garden
make a
will
quick
not
save
hold
right
you
here
for long.
and jump the gap.
Lift your eye.
And that one you do have to jump for it. Don't just walk into the lava, just jump.
I'm ready to.
And this guy, make sure you say yes.
No.
How can you help me? Say you do want his help.
Well done,
Otherwise,
champion.
that will also kill the run if you say no to him. And this one,
Progress is
just
swift
run
and
across,
sure.
go around these
Perhaps
rocks.
you will reach me after all.
This thing you can actually jump through if you jump right on this thing. Oh wow.
You think I mock you? Not at all.
And go through that. Saves like
In
a
your
second.
coming, I hear
Go
the
up this little ramp.
footsteps of fate.
And look for this
You
door. And if you said no to the guy earlier, then you wouldn't be able to go through that door. And it would probably kill the run. So as soon as you come out of that door, you're going to look this way and go for that tree. What that does is it de-aggroes the enemies that are after you. And I wonder if just quick saving and quick loading would work. I'm not sure. I'll have to try that. But what everybody does is they just go to the warp zone over here. It puts them right back where they were. And it gets rid of enemy aggro. Because after you get out of Paradise, you want to be able to fast travel. It's very important. Very important for the end of the run. So now you want to run up the stairs. Try to jump if you can. Go up this way. And you actually move faster than the fireballs. So it's quicker to run up to these people a little bit. And then fireball them.
Truly are the agent of
And then Mankar Cameron. You just want to run up to him.
I
Shoot a
tire
fireball.
of the
And hopefully he dies on the first hit. If he doesn't die on the first hit, you can make a quick save as you're running, or you can just keep trying to shoot him. Doesn't really matter.
heroes who set themselves in my path.
And it's really important to see when the screen starts blurring like this, when you make the quick save to get out of here. You want to make sure it's after the screen starts blurring.
Only
If you do it before, you won't get the Amulet of Kings, you won't get the quest update.
to prove.
So, screen started blurring, made the quick save. Go back to Cloud River Temple. Do the load warp. Wow, that's bad. Try that again. Do the load warp. Do the quick save. And a text box will pop up. Usually by now your skooma runs out, but mine didn't.
You found
Because I have like different skooma than I usually would. So you just talk to Martin, and then you leave. And you come down here, you go to the palace. And this is the last part of the game. That's where the run finishes, just about. Drink like a 5 stack. You won't need a whole 8 stack just to run to this door. In front of this door, if you want to save some time, make a save in front of it as fast as you can. And then run over to Chancellor Kato, stand in front of him. Make sure you're on the ground before you wait. And when you wait, make sure you wait like 4 hours. because what that does is it puts Martin like right next to you, so
Everything is ready for Martin's arrival. Don't worry.
so that it will start the quest hopefully as fast as possible. But it looks like Martin decided to walk. But there it is. And he starts talking, and then to skip dialogue in these cutscenes that you're in where you can't move, you quick save and quick load when they say something. So when he says his first line, you quick save and quick load, and then after that you open up the menu and go to the save that you just made outside. Hopefully you get the load warp on the first try, or else it'll lose time compared to just doing it how you normally would. And now you're through on the other side of this door, and they're over there. And the reason you do this is because there's the guards in here, and then there's there's the Daedra. They run through right here and they block you, so you just want to be right here to be able to open the door. And I've noticed that they also talk a little bit faster, like the time between when they talk is like really short. They're having a pretty fast conversation, and you can skip the dialogue faster. So here, just quick save, quick load every time they say something. See how fast that goes. And then when he says "as you command," you turn around, wait for the text box, go out, drink a full 8-stack, and jump over these graves, go to the door. Click continue, go to this door, immediately bring up the wait timer. And you just want to wait until the thing jumps to 1, just like in the sewer when you got the book. And then skip through all his dialogue real quick. You'll be inside his face. And then you can just try to push him to a spot over here. And then he'll turn around, and then the camera will zoom in so that he says something. And then you skip his dialogue, and then when the camera zooms out, when it's like finished zooming out, that's when time ends. So zoom in, zoom out, that's when time would end. And that's the run. And after this, I'll just do that little cutscene, and then the next little cutscene that's like super loud and I don't want to listen to through my headphones. But yeah, that's basically the run. And since I didn't have splits up, you can split anywhere you want as long as it's a loading screen or on a loading screen. I guess you don't really have to split on a loading screen, but it really helps because the time pauses on loading screens with the loadless timer. So yeah.